Hey, Justin Arnold back here again, bringing you another excerpt from The Joyful Warrior. Finishing up the final edit, should be here in paperback. Yes, paperback soon. Hopefully by the end of February, beginning of March, so keep a lookout on that. If you're reading this shirt, yes, it says vulnerability and strength. I talk about that in this book. But today I'm going to bring you an excerpt about our early experiences and how they just shape who we are and how we can overcome them. I've read over this several times. As I'm reading through here, I'll decide where I want to stop. I may finish the whole section, I may or may not, but I'm just here to give you a little insight and perspective and just, you know, what you're going to get when you get this, because you will get it. Everyone needs a little more joy in this, in their life, in their world, especially through the hard times, the storms, this is a guidebook. This is a teaching tool. Like I've said, there's all kinds of great stuff in here. Each chapter has key takeaways. Each chapter has questions I would love for you to do by yourself or in a group. You don't even need a notebook. It's right there for you. So I wanted to provide all that. So without further ado, here is another excerpt from The Joyful Warrior: How to Find Meaning in Suffering, Thrive Through Adversity, and Find Joy Through the Storms to Maximize Life. Okay, here we go. Have you ever thought about how much our early experiences shape who we are today? You know what? Let me put in my headset. I feel like I got background music here. I'm sorry about this. Here we go. Have you ever thought about how much early experiences shape who we are today? As free-thinking humans, we're programmed from the moment we're conceived and continue to be influenced throughout our childhood and lives. Everything we see, hear, and are exposed to helps shape the way we think, feel, and react. It's like our brains are sponges, absorbing all of this information and using it to form our personalities and beliefs. And it's not just our early experiences that matter. Research has shown that some of the most significant impact of our development happens before we even turn 7 years old. That's right, the first 1,000 days of a child's life are the most important. During this time, I hope I got the math right. During this time, a child's brain is developing at lightning speed, forming connections and laying the foundation for all future learning and behavior. Now, you might be wondering, what kind of experiences are we talking about here? Well, it's a mixed bag. Children who experience stress or trauma during this period may be more likely to struggle with things like behavior problems, mental health issues, and even physical health problems later in life. But on the flip side, children who receive nurturing and supportive care during those early years are more likely to have positive outcomes in areas like academic achievement, social relationships, and overall health. To give you a more specific example, one study found that children who experienced neglect or abuse before age 5 had smaller brain volumes in certain areas than children who did not experience such trauma. This just goes to show how important it is to make sure children are exposed to positive experiences during this critical period. As parents, it's our job to help guide our children towards the right information and provide them with the tools they need to become kind, free-thinking individuals. After all, have you ever noticed how many people out there seem like they're just going through the motions like zombie robots stuck on a hamster wheel? It's almost like we're all playing a never-ending game of Mario Brothers. We can't move on to the next level until we master the challenges of the current one. So let's start by making sure filling our own minds with positive, empowering ideas, and then let's work on passing those along to the next generation. If you're a parent or a caregiver, it's never too early to start focusing on creating a supportive and nurturing environment for your little ones. Whether it's through providing loving care, engaging in play and learning activities, or seeking out support if needed, there are plenty of ways to help give your child the best possible start in life. Because when it comes down to it, we're all just free-thinking machines trying to navigate this crazy world, and a little bit of guidance and support can go a long way. If you grew up in experiencing stress or trauma during those critical first years, it's important to know that it's not too late to make positive changes. While those early experiences may have influenced the way your brain developed and the way you think, feel, and react, it doesn't mean that you're stuck that way forever. In fact, research there has shown that the brain is much more plastic than we used to think, meaning it has the ability to change and adapt throughout our lives. This is known as neuroplasticity, and it's a concept that has been gaining more attention in recent years. By understanding how our early experiences have shaped us, we can start to work on reprogramming our brains and creating new positive neural pathways. This might involve things like therapy, meditation, or other mindfulness practices, which I share throughout the book and some of the things that I do, as well as focusing on building positive relationships and engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. It's important to remember that the process of rewiring our brains is not easy or quick. It takes time, effort, and often the help of a trained professional. But the good news is that it's possible, and every step of the way we take towards healing and growth can have a positive impact on our overall well-being. Ultimately, by recognizing the impact of our early experiences and working to overcome any negative effects, we can become more resilient, self-aware, and better equipped to navigate the challenges of adulthood. So if you're someone who grew up in a stressful or traumatic environment like me, know that you have the power to make positive changes and create a brighter future for yourself. I actually have edited that section a little bit, but that was before the edits, and it's still the same idea. But wanted to share that one with you, and one, to help, and two, to get you guys excited for my book that it should be coming out soon. Take care. God bless.